Welcome to the premiere edition of BC Sports Today. I'm Jon Meterparel with Coach Jeff Hafley. Jeff, good to see you.
Good to see you, especially in my office. Different terms, huh?
This is fantastic.
No more Zoom, finally together.
I have a question. If I just set up shop right over there, can I just take the whole night off?
Yeah, I got a blanket and pillow and a basket right over there.
Okay. All right, we're good then. We're good.
You can come here anytime
Cable?
you like. Got cable, NFL Network.
Perfect.
Got my workstation right over there. You got these nice couches for you to hang out on.
I'm in, and I could break down some tape. Not that I know what I'm doing, but
I'm here more than I'm home. That's why it has to work.
Well, we can tell you we were very excited for the season, and we're also looking forward to the Rutgers game. But first, fall camp, certainly a long, grueling battle at times. But what did you learn about the team?
I learned that we got a great group. I learned that the culture's strong, and I say that no one was late. No one missed meetings. Guys were locked in. Guys weren't falling asleep in meetings. Older guys were helping out younger guys. It's an interesting group. We have experience coming back in certain areas, but then we're really young at others. And it's good to see those older guys like Zay and some of the older guys on the team kind of looking out for the young players that we're going to need. So it's a close group. And I thought we overcame some injuries in camp. We'll see where we are as we start the season with some guys, but you're always going to have some of those bumps and bruises in training camp. But I like coaching this team. That's the biggest thing, and I've said it to many people. I really like this group, and I like the direction we're going.
You mentioned Zay and Phil Jakovic, your two headliners on offense. What have they done to get better?
Well, Zay, this was Zay's best training camp. I said it. A lot of scouts come in and ask questions. Zay was maybe our best practice player, the way he got after it in training camp. We're going to use him a little differently this year. He's not just going to be locked into playing in one spot. We're going to move him around, make it harder for people to game plan around him. We're going to figure out ways to get him the ball. So I think Zay took a big step as a route runner. Mentally, he had to learn a lot more, but just the way he approached practice. So a credit to him. Phil looks great. You probably saw him out at practice. He's probably 230, 235. Yeah. Looks strong, running fast, healthy. His command of the offense, his relationship with Jon and Coach Shimko, I think, really grew strong in training camp because we really weren't around each other. Those guys weren't in the spring. They just got here, it was spring, and then everybody went home. So I think he's got a good feel for the system. I think he's comfortable with it. But I can't credit those guys enough for the work they put in the summer, and then how hard they practiced, and the leadership. Really, really impressive from both of them.
Defensively, you have a lot coming back. Your secondary, your pass defense last year is top 5 in the country. What do you have to do to improve if there's areas that you're looking at this point?
Well, we absolutely need to improve. The first thing with us is always going to be eliminate explosives. And I know everybody wants to talk about the run. We need to get better defending the run. Our yards per carry were too high last year. But the most important thing is points per game. And the way you give up points is by allowing people to hit explosives on you. So we have to eliminate explosives. We've done some things schematically to help us in the run game, so I'm excited to see how that looks. We've got some young guys at certain positions, especially the linebackers, which I'm excited to see those guys play. And, at the corner position, I think you'll see a variety of guys rolling in and out. And then I want to see the pass rush. Still somewhat young on the D-line. We've got 2 classes here right now, which are the freshmen and the sophomores. So we're still a little bit young on the D-line, but you're going to see a lot of depth. You're going to see some new names. And I think you're going to see more. I'm hopeful you'll see some more pass rush this year.
And you kick it off with Rutgers. Rutgers coming off a 5-win season. They went to a bowl due to a late COVID ad. What do you see from them?
I think I'll see an improved team. They brought in a lot of transfers, just about the whole offensive line. I think they brought in several wide receivers, so they bolstered up their offensive firepower. Not really sure who's going to play quarterback. It's kind of been a 3-headed monster, it looks like, in their camp. I think we have a pretty good feel of maybe 1 or 2 who we think it will be, but we'll have to be prepared for that. And then defensively, same thing. They have a lot of new players. I know Coach Yano's a defensive guy, special teams guy. They're going to play hard. They're going to be aggressive. They'll be fundamentally sound. They'll attack the football, and they'll play great on special teams. He's got it where it's going to climb. And, the first game, you watch all those games last week, right? It's who turns the ball over, who has penalties, who doesn't line up, who doesn't play with fundamentals and technique. you sit here and you have extra time and you draw up all these great plays that you think will work, and then all of a sudden they come out with stuff that they really aren't really going to run. They had all off season to do whatever they do. I mean, this game's going to rely on fundamentals and technique, who can keep their composure, play with emotion, don't let emotion play you, and just go out and play good, clean football.
And opening day is always fun. Why should fans come to Alumni this year?
Because we got great players. We got a great staff. There's a ton of energy. This is a great place. The students I know will be there. I've said it before, our students were as good as any group of student section in the country last year that we played, and I mean that. And people might think I'm crazy, but I was there, and I heard them, and I felt them. We're excited for a great year.
Jeff Hafley in his third year. Good luck, Coach. Thanks for letting me use the office.
Anytime. I'll see you next week.